Welcome back everyone to Catherine's Plates. Today I'm going to show you how to make a crescent roll coffee cake with jelly filling. It is so delicious. It's very light, very fluffy on the inside. You're not going to believe this one, so come along, check this one out with me. We're going to need all-purpose flour, white granulated sugar, some jelly or jam. Now this is any flavor that you want or that you just have in your refrigerator, some powdered sugar, softened butter, some milk, 2 eggs. You're going to want some chopped nuts. That's optional though, but I'm going to be putting in some pecans because I had those left over from the holidays. You're going to need some crescent roll dough, and then we need some vanilla extract. We're going to be cooking this in a pie shell. We're going to go ahead now and get started. This is a really simple, easy, delicious dish. So we're going to start by making the egg base to this. We're going to start with a 1/3 cup of white granulated sugar. We're just going to add that to a large bowl. We're going to place in a 1/4 cup of softened or melted butter. It's just half a stick. We're going to crack in 2 eggs. One teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm just going to take an electric hand mixer and I'm going to blend this all together until it's well combined. Alright, we're done with the electric hand mixer. We're going to add in a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. We're just going to whisk this together. Once we get this all mixed up, and there's no more flour, we're going to set this aside. We're going to start preparing our crescent rolls. I'm just going to use a cutting board. You can either lightly flour your cutting board or you can just lay down a Silpat, which is what I'm going to do right now. It's just a silicone mat that helps keep things from sticking. I'm just using a regular pie plate and I'm just going to spray the inside of it. We're going to be using just a regular 8-ounce tube of crescent rolls. We're going to start rolling those out. There we go. Now you just want to lay one of the crescent rolls out in the triangular form. We're going to open up our jelly and take our knife. Now you don't want to overfill these, but you do want to give them some flavor. And we're just going to cover from the big end right here all the way down to the tip. And what we want to do is roll from the big end all the way to the tip. Like that. We're going to take that, we're going to place it into our baking dish, going along the sides. As you can see, I kind of rolled these out and I just separated them. That way it wouldn't become just one big ball of dough. So just keep them separated while you're working on these. Crescent rolls grow when they cook in the oven. We're going to give them just a little space in between. It's just a fun way to make something to eat for breakfast with your coffee or hot chocolate. using up your can of crescent roll dough that you have and all your pantry ingredients. Okay, I'm just going to give a whisk to my mixture here. I'm going to get a spoon and place this mixture all over the crescent rolls. I'm doing it with a spoon so we can evenly get it on there. You can pour it on there, but just be careful that it goes on there evenly. Make sure you're covering up all of the crescents. We're going to take our crushed pecans or any other type of nut that you want. Walnuts would be really good on this. We're just going to sprinkle it on the top. You know, it's up to your preference as to how many you want to put on top. We're going to bake this in the oven that's been preheating at 375 degrees for 25 minutes or until it's done in the center, and you can test that with a toothpick. You want to make sure that it's brown on the top also. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to finish this off with a nice glaze. Okay, I just pulled this out of the oven. It's nice and golden brown. I did do the toothpick test, just put it through the center one of the crescents, pull it out, and if it's nice and clean, you're good to go. We're going to cool this down just a little bit so that we can put the glaze on there, and I'm going to show you how we're going to make that. To make the glaze, just a small bowl, I'm going to place half a cup of some powdered sugar. I'm just going to take a whisk and just kind of break it up a little bit. Whisk it around. Now, I've got about a quarter cup of milk. I'm going to pour this in very slowly, about 2 tablespoons. Get this mixing until we get a nice glaze going. We want to be able to pour it, but we don't want it too thin. So you can go back and forth. You can add a little bit more powdered sugar if you need to thicken it up. Add some more milk if you need to thin it out. Oh yeah, that looks really good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead now and pour this all over the baked crescent roll coffee cake. There we go. We're just going to give it just a few minutes to set up the icing. I'm going to cut into this. We're going to give it a try. Okay, we're all ready to dive in. Doesn't that look like a coffee cake? And it's jelly filled. There we go. Let me give it a try. That's really good. I can taste that jelly in there. Adds a nice little fruit flavor to it. That's good. I like the nuts on there. We need a good cup of coffee. Okay guys, let me know what you think. This is really good. It's very light, very fluffy on the inside. Oh my goodness. It's got that egg custard that holds it all together. Y'all need to make this. Get you a can of crescent rolls. Alright, y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to give me my thumbs up. And if you were new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and that bell notification. That way you'll always know when shows like this one here are posted. I will see you on my next episode.